Okay, as all of you are aware, we've been here at this address on 70th Street for several days now, you all are already aware it's part of the Zoe Campos investigation. Earlier in this investigation, as we've been here on 70th Street, we'd uncovered a bone. I'm going to say that bone that we uncovered earlier was confirmed to not be human, and so this investigation has taken a number of different directions. We've been out here again for some time proceeding with that investigation. You know that we checked a field at 66 in the interstate. We've done some other processes in the investigation. Throughout today, we were able to develop more information and began to dig in a different part of the yard. And earlier this evening, we did uncover what are human remains in this backyard on 70th Street. I obviously at this point cannot confirm who those remains are. I will say that, of course, this is part of the Zoe Campos investigation. But I want to emphasize and reiterate what we've uncovered. We cannot identify those remains as Zoe Campos. A lot of work will have to be done through the medical examiner's office and some forensic work to determine who those remains belong to. Nonetheless, we were digging in a location where we believe Zoe may have ultimately been buried. So I'll leave it at that. We do have a suspect. We are working towards procuring a warrant for murder. There's still a lot of work to be done. Still a large crime scene to process. That'll carry on through the weekend and into next week. I don't have a lot more information than that right now to put out. I'll try to answer some very quick questions that you might have. We'll look towards holding a full press conference Monday, Tuesday, at some point into the week after our detectives have been able to process all that they've found and all the work that they've done, confer with the medical examiner's office, and after they've been able to excavate this entire site and recover all the remains that are there, we do believe that there is an entire human body that has been buried in the backyard where we've uncovered that.
Is that suspect currently in custody right now?
The person that we're looking at right now is in custody for an unrelated matter that has nothing to do with the Zoe Campos investigation. However, it is someone that we've looked at previously. As this long investigation has taken place, it's led in a number of directions. As you guys all know, we've searched several locations. We've talked to a number of different people. In the last couple of weeks, we've developed more information. Our detectives have painstakingly looked over this case from so many different angles, and we've been able to develop the information to lead us to where we are right now. I don't really like the term cold case. We have open investigations that we continue to work on and review with a new detective and look at new information, but also review old information so that we can try to come to this resolution, even with a case that's 5 years old. And as you guys all realize, I think it is tomorrow that is the 5-year anniversary since Zoe went missing.
Did the suspect currently live at this home?
No, and let me make that point there. So, this home has changed ownership over the years. In the last 5 years, changed tenants. It's a rent house, and the tenants that live there now have been through an ordeal. The owners of the property, it's been an ordeal for those folks. It's been an up and down roller coaster, and I can't imagine what that's like for all of those folks, the residents, the owners. We absolutely appreciate the cooperation of the residents as well as the owners, having the police come into your property, dig up the yard, go in and out of the property looking for evidence for something that they're not involved in whatsoever. But to answer that question, no, he doesn't live there currently. We're looking at his residence there at a previous time.
Chief, there's been a lot of work put into this investigation. Can you talk about all the investigators and the manpower that have culminated to this point?
I couldn't name for you all the investigators involved that took a lead role. Again, I think some of them probably retired, over the last couple of years, just and not obviously not because of this, but that were seasoned and reached the end of their career and it got assigned to somebody new. But that's good because it brings in a fresh set of eyes. So there, at each investigation, you always have a lead investigator and a backup investigator and all the support investigators. I'm not sure that even if I sat down and put a pin to it, I could show you all of the manpower involved in this one investigation because of how long it's gone on. But suffice to say, we don't give up. The police don't quit and don't give up until we find a resolution. And you guys have heard us announce an arrest in a decades-old murder before. And so we keep going, we persevere until we are able to bring resolution and to bring justice and try to bring a level of closure for families, for victims of these kinds of horrific crimes. So, I'll close on that.